Hi guys, welcome to today's video.
Hi guys, if you are chilling at home now that IIM Rohtak result is out
IIM Indore official key is out.
and ZipMart scorecard is also out,
By now you know about your performance.
right?
But still you have another chance. That is IIM case BMSAT. So let's know about this examination clearly. So the exam is all about 2 hours of examination and that too computer based verbal ability and quantitative aptitude.
So only 2 sections, okay?
Okay, only 2 sections.
Yeah,
That means
see,
it is not
clearly.
like Indore.
No, they said that it's like indoor, but there are some differences. That's what we are going to see here, okay?
Okay, so no, the section, there are only 2 sections. That means
Yes.
there are not 3 sections like Indore.
No, it's only
Okay.
2 sections.
So section 1 is about verbal ability. It has grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehension. So the
And
exam is going to start it by your subject.
Yes.
Oh,
And
nice.
section 2 is your quantitative ability with number systems, algebra, geometry, mensuration, statistics, and probability.
That's really a important thing because they never mentioned arithmetic here. Arithmetic consists of time, speed, distance, time and work and all those things.
Okay.
But they covered only number systems here. So I may think something can be covered in algebra.
Yeah, because this is the first time that they are launching such exam. We don't even have any previous papers or any kind of blueprint. They just said that it can be based like IIM Indore exam. It can be based on that.
I think these are based on some social media platform videos, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else is there on their official website.
Yes.
So these 4 instructions are there. Each section is allocated a 60-minute time limit. Exam is 2 hours, but each section is 60-minute time limit. That means sectional timing can be there.
And sectional cutoff also can be there.
Obviously, if sectional timing is there, sectional cutoff can be there. Okay, and the total is of 100 questions. Indore has only 90 questions, but in this there are 100 questions.
So we can assume that 50 questions for verbal and 50 questions for quant.
And each question carries plus 3 marks for a right answer and minus 1 mark for a wrong answer. And top of that, at last, they mentioned that this structure not only tests knowledge, but also the ability to make calculated decisions under pressure.
So there
So what
can
it
be
means,
tricky questions.
Praharsha?
I guess there can be tricky questions
And even tougher questions from higher math as well.
because this is one of the top 3 IIM guys. Kozhikode, IIM Kozhikode is one of the top 3 IIMs we have in our country.
Yes, it is even better than IIM Indore. So let's see what we are going to give from this BMSAT series. So I'm starting with my subject, even though yours is section 1, mine is section 2,
please
but
go
I'm
ahead.
starting with mine. So in quantitative aptitude, according to the given syllabus, we are going to start with number systems. In number systems, we are going to cover properties of numbers, divisibility, factors, multiples, the problems on that. And prime factors, LCM and HCF, decimal and fraction representation. But I'm not dissolving this arithmetic part totally because they can be asked in part of algebra because linear and quadratic equations, the next part, can be designed on time, speed, distance as well. So yes, functions, inequalities, algebraic expressions also can cover all these arithmetic part also. So the next comes geometry. Basic geometry concepts like lines, angles, triangles, quadrilaters, circles, coordinate geometry, distance, section formula, area. This type of question is asked in Indore as well. Okay, trigonometry, basic ratios, identities, simple applications, and even mensuration. In mensuration, 2D and 3D are also there. And coming to statistics, the modern maths, mean, median, mode, the statistical part, and probability along with permutation combinations will do our section. So in this, in and around, we are going to discuss top 50 models in this. So after that, we are going to see different important problems and how to approach them in this examination. We are not going to say these are the only important models and important questions that you have to do. These are based on different examinations of BBA entrance examinations like what else, like GIPMAT,
SET,
SET,
Indore,
and Rohtak, as well as previous years of CAT as well. So we are going to cover important models from those questions so that you can approach BMSAT without any fear. So now I'm going to give Praharsha ma'am the board so that she can explain about verbal ability, ma'am.
Yeah. So when it comes to verbal ability, we have seen that he has just vaguely mentioned about RC, vocab, and grammar, right? So these are the models that I have chosen from all the IPMAT, Rohtak, Indoor, ZipMat, SET. See, all the models have been covered here on board. So if you keep following our series, every day we would be releasing some videos and you could be learning about how to solve these kind of questions. Like for example, in RC we have mood, tone, title, explicit questions, implicit questions, main idea, strengthening and weakening, assumption based RC questions. Okay, so at the same time in vocab also you can see so many different models of questions have been covered. And when it comes to grammar, see, even though I have mentioned here prepositions, articles vaguely, like just as a name of the chapter, but when it comes to types of questions, it can be very different. They can be asked like in a sentence wise, or they can even ask about contractions and encountered in different BBA examinations. So these are like the top models. If you keep following our series, I think you will have a very good revision.
Okay, can I ask one question, Praharsha?
Yeah.
So in this, around, I think there are 30 models, right?
Yeah, around 30 models. Yeah.
So in this 30 models, can you mention like topic wise, very important topics to cover, or we are going to cover? Which are, I mean, what do you suggest for a student who was preparing for BMSAT in this 1 month?
Okay, so when it comes to very important things, I think strengthening, weakening, see, because that he has mentioned that you have to make a decision under pressure, strengthening and weakening are a bit tricky when it comes to RC. So I think we can maybe stress on that, strengthening, weakening and assumptions too, because explicit, implicit questions are very, very common in all kinds of BBA entrance examinations. But since this is Kozhikode that we are talking about, which is one of the top IIMs, I think the paper might be a bit tougher. And when it comes to vocab, figures of speech is also something we don't see too much in any of the paper, but we don't know. Let's see. And maybe it can also comes to idioms. That's something which are very new that we have not seen in the previous papers like Rohtak or IIM. And yeah, these can be a bit complex. See, para jumbles. If you have given Indoor or Rohtak, you might be already familiar with para jumbles, para completions, and para summaries. These are the tricky ones if you have practiced really well, because this is something that you will be practicing over the year, right?
Yes.
Full on, you will be reading books, you will be practicing exercises. But these, when it comes to this part, it's a bit tricky because you have to use a lot of your logical brain here. And when it comes to grammar, I think tenses and direct and indirect, okay, of course these are kind of interrelated, can be the ones where these guys can stress. Yeah, I think that's it.
So generally in different social media platforms, there were interviews from different members of IIM Kozhikode saying that there could be logical reasoning as well. There is no mention of logical reasoning particularly, but logical reasoning is nothing but verbal part of logics, right?
Yeah, it can be covered under RC, I guess, if logical reasoning ever comes in, because strengthening and weakening generally we have not seen in these exams that we have seen, like ZipMat or Rohtak or these ones. So I think the logical reasoning part could be under these questions. That's my perception.
Okay. So in this video series, we are going to cover all these models topic by topic. So don't leave this series just unattended. Please attend this series and complete every video with a lot attention. Okay, so anything from your side, Praharsha?
Yeah, please practice. See, we will be doing 1 or 2 questions per model. Okay, but on your end, you have to keep practicing. Guys, this is one of the very good IIMs that you can get into. Okay, if you have applied for this, please follow our series, get a good revision and practice well.
Yes, we are not saying that these are the only important topics and important models. You have to cover the whole topic, but some difficult concepts and difficult areas we are going to cover in this series.
Okay.
So, okay, all the best for your examination, which is going to be on June 22nd. So, we hope you follow all these videos without any fail.
Thanks for watching.